Okay, so camping trip officially has begun. We are on our way to Shell Mound Campground. I was able to call and find out what we had to do to check in late there because it's just the type of campground where you go up and you pay cash or whatever. There's no reservations. So he said if you get there after 6:30, just pick a site you like and then come in the morning and and get your permit.
Well, we are on our way to Cedar Key and it's raining again.
What is it with Cedar Key and rain?
Always. I don't know what it is, but it always likes to rain here.
Well, I guess the guy on the phone wasn't kidding when he said there was plenty of spots available because there's only one other camper in this campground right now. And yeah, we had a fun time trying to level here, being eaten by no-see-ums, and I see them flying around in here, I think, even right now.
Oh, there are.
It's the only problem with this campground. Yes, it's cheap. Yes, it's on the water here in Cedar Key, but holy mackerel, there's a lot of mosquitoes and no-see-ums. Well, we're set up. I'm getting hungry, so we're gonna head downtown to the Big Deck Bar and grab our shrimp soon. Kind of weird. Feels weird being the only campers here. Goodbye, Shell Mound. It was a good night's rest. $16, yeah, you can't beat it. We paid $16 because we had a water hookup site. We really wouldn't have had to done that. We didn't even use the water. But onward and upward to Chiefland.
Well, we are leaving Shell Mound Campground and we are heading to Manatee Springs State Park. We had a good night's sleep last night. The only thing is we couldn't sit outside and enjoy a campfire or relax because there are a lot of bugs there on the campground because you're right there on the water. Unless you want to have bug spray all over you or have some kind of repellent, I would not suggest sitting outside unless you want to get bit. Last night we wanted to go and eat at our Big Deck Bar and have some shrimp and whatnot, but if you come Sunday through Thursday, understand that at 9 o'clock everything closes, like the kitchen's closed. The food, there's no food to be had. But if you do go on a Friday or Saturday night, the kitchens do stay open until 12:30. So just wanted to give you some information about that. We'll catch you at Manatee Springs State Park. We just had a new experience. RV just went on a dirt road. We've never been on a dirt road with Patchouli before, and yeah.
It was pretty rough, too.
It was. Yeah, we could hear back there moaning and groaning.
Look this way, though. It's a pretty road right now.
Yeah.
We definitely took the back way.
They said, when I called, they said that they had 4 spots available. So hopefully, well, at least one of them will be left for us to take. All right, we'll find out. Okay, so we got checked in at Manatee Springs State Park. We got our walk-up site. We got our map. Hooray. Yay. For walk-up sites. This is our first time using a walk-up site. So we're going to go set up. And we just saw a really big banana spider over here. I got chill bumps. It's scary.
Yeah, I took a picture of it. Maybe I'll add it into the video. Yeah, we got up and just scrambled out. Didn't have any breakfast this morning, so we're going to get over here, get set up, and get some breakfast cooking. I need coffee. Coffee, coffee, coffee.
Yay, what do you think, Nikki? What do you think? Yeah. Pretty girl. I know. You want to go do something, don't you? Yeah. They have my heart. All of it.
Allie made a list so we didn't forget to bring certain things because the last time, matter of fact, last time we co-camped with Terry and Kathy, this is what happened. So she says, well, let's make a list, and then that way we can just check off the list. Guess what? We had a list. Guess what? It doesn't work if you don't use it. Not much point of having a list if you don't go down it and check it off when you're done. So we forgot stuff again.
I know.
No butter for our corn tonight. Nick, you enjoying it out here? You enjoying your little bed being out here? You waiting for a deer to come up? Nikki, what would you do if a deer came up here right now?
Way down on the Suwannee River.
It's like an old section of bridge.
This is at Fanning Springs.
So this is the Catfish Hotel. Cave system at Manatee Springs. No swimming, no fishing, only scuba diving here.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember when we were here last year, we didn't really pay attention to the signs. We were walking down here and we like saw bubbles coming up and we were like,
what it was, and the scuba diver popped out.
yeah. We were like,
Freaked
wow.
us out.
So I don't know. Neither one of us scuba dive. But if we did, that looks quite scary to me.
It does to me too, a little bit.
Just having it all covered with the moss and stuff. I wonder if there's any light down there.
Oh God,
Nikki.
She thought that was grass, and it's not.
Oh, Nikki, you can't go in.
She thought it was grass because the green.
I bet it would be kind of interesting. I'd like to know what's underneath the water. So I guess this is a sinkhole.
It's very much like the Devil's Den.
That's what I thought. And it feeds the Manatee Springs. And apparently the crayfish and everything are white because they never see daylight, never exposed to daylight.
And they're blind.
There's a lot of catfish in there, evidently.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's called the Catfish Hotel. It's very cool. Maybe we should get dive certified and try it.
It'd be fun.
I would like to get dive certified. I think there's a lot of stuff we miss out on.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only way to do it. You just gotta go for it. It's the only way you gotta do it is just jump in. It's
Yeah.
not bad when you jump in. It actually feels good. Once you get in, it feels pretty good.
There's no way I could do what you did, babe.
Really? This is where we met the Marlows
Yeah, the Marlows.
last year. So we're gonna go over here on the other side and see if we can't let Nikki go in for just a little bit. Oh, she's laughing.
So good, Nikki.
It's so pretty out there. So right now we're at the canoe launch, kayak launch.
The last time we were here,
We asked.
we asked, because there's signs that say no pets, and we asked and we said,
They said long as she's well behaved, yeah.
yeah.
And Nikki, you are well behaved, aren't you? She just loves the water so much. She loves fishing.
There's a dirt dauber nest around here. There's a bunch of dirt daubers, see?
Oh yeah,
We're probably invading their nest area.
probably. So we're here with Terry and Kathy in their new RV.
Their new
Very
RV
nice.
is absolutely amazing.
We got the wants again. We want to trade ours in now.
I know.
I think we're still upside down in our loan though, by quite a bit.
Us too.
One piece of corn.
And we got deer.
Remind me, don't judge me.
Sit down, Nick. Sit.
Hey, judgy ass Alexa.
We're getting ready to go pick up Terry and Kathy, Terry's daughter and friends, and we're going to go kayaking today. We're talking about going to Fanning Springs, starting there, and kayaking a little bit around the springs there, and then heading down this way to Manatee Springs. Should be exciting, something new. We haven't done this before. It'll be fun. And we're going to be kayaking all the way down the Suwannee River. We have friends with us, and this will be our first time kayaking on this river. So hopefully we don't get eaten by an alligator.
We're trying to start.
Oh God.
Or,
I'm
oh
staying
my
in the
gosh.
boat. I'm staying in the boat.
Yes.
We're good.
They say that you know dogs are a delicatessen to gators, so you got to be careful, Nikki.
Yeah, you could be a snack.
We'll shoo them away with the oars.
Yeah. All right, we'll catch you later.
They are sturgeon here, and they will jump in your boat and eat your face off. That's what I've been told. So we are what we think is about halfway through the Suwannee River at this point. Or not, well, not the Suwannee, halfway to our destination at Manatee Springs on the Suwannee River. The current is not as helpful as we really was hoping for. I mean, yes, we're moving if we don't paddle, but it's a slow move, maybe 1 mile an hour, if that. Whew, kind of tired, kind of ready to be to Manatee Springs and get in the water. Nikki's ready. Okay, hopefully next stop we'll see you at Manatee Springs. I think we've come about 80% of the way. We've been at it over 2 hours. Pretty tired. Nikki's restless. Mommy's cranky. I'm getting sunburnt. I can feel it on my shoulders. It's gonna be painful later. Oh my God, I hope we're there soon. We just picked up our truck where we dropped it off to launch the kayaks at Fanning Springs and whatever.
It was a good experience, but I would just say if you plan on
doing that,
then just know it's going to take a long journey.
And have plenty of sunscreen on because I'm burnt to a crisp right now.
Yeah.
We were actually thinking, and Terry brought up the point, and it was a good point. There's a boat ramp that was about a mile upriver from the Manatee Springs where we ended up. It would have been so much better had we just gone there and just been able to just kind of, you know, that would have probably taken us an hour and we could have just leisurely let the current take us.
Right.
We're going to go back to the campground. We're going to grill a hamburger.
Thanks to Kathy for, when we got back, we were so hungry. She made sandwiches for us. And
oh my God, yeah. I was hangry. I was getting hangry.
I was hangry. I wasn't about to, I was hangry.
Allie was hangry. She was big time.
Yeah.
But I think we're going to go back and grill a couple hamburgers, eat a little bit more. I'm going to stop and get some aloe for my aloe from my sunburn. And interesting to see, we saw a couple gators. Well, actually 3.
That's true. Yeah,
we saw 3 gators. We saw a couple turtles. We saw some sturgeon. Some sturgeon jumping out of the water, which was kind of scary. I mean, we no more than got in the water and the sturgeon were jumping.
You never know where they're going to jump. So they could jump in your boat and they've got teeth. And
people have been hurt and killed by these sturgeon, I guess. So
knocked off their kayaks.
Yeah. So that was a little scary. We only seen most of them right at the beginning of the thing, and then maybe one more down later, but not too bad.
Are you a pretty girl? Huh? Are you a pretty girl? You the pretty girl? Yeah. Yeah. Look at that. You're the pretty girl. Yeah. Hi. Looky there. Yeah, here. Look. Look. You want that? Yeah. Yeah, that was good. Here. Come on.
Okay, so when we've been sitting here enjoying our campfire, every time we look straight out, we see that log, that tree that has fallen, and it looks like a huge cobra snake, king cobra. You can see it?
You can even see it looks like its tongue is sticking out.
Yeah, weird. There he is. There's his tongue. And that's what we've been seeing.
As you can see, I am quite red. Oh my gosh, it hurts. Just the shorts touching it hurts so bad. We just had breakfast, ate some watermelon. We have some neighbors over here. I'm just gonna say this. I love dogs. Everybody knows I'm a huge animal lover, but if your dogs are going to be barkers and yappers continually, have some courtesy for the other campers. Not everybody wants to hear it. These people, a few sites down, appear to have went off and tied their dogs up out here and left. Their tents are tore down. I don't know if they're over there swimming in the springs or what. And their dogs are just raising holy heck. It's not fair to the dogs, and it's not fair to the other campers. Just have some courtesy. Last night we went over to Terry and Kathy's site and hung out by their campfire for a while. Had a few adult beverages and decided to walk down by the springs. That was pretty cool, being down by the springs at night, seeing a snapping turtle. And anywho, lesson learned. Anytime I go on the water kayaking from now on, unless we know it's going to be just a short excursion, this guy right here is going to have some sunscreen on, even though I don't like sunscreen. Yeah. And even Allie with sunscreen, she got a little bit of a burn, but I look like a red lobster. It's pretty painful.
It's busy over there in the parking lot.
It's busy. Yep, it's going to be a busy day here. All right, so we're going to go pick up our kayak and start tearing down. See you on the next adventure. Don't forget to, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and drop us a comment. Let us know what you think. Let us know what you think about people with barking dogs and campsites and stuff. We worry very much about Nikki. Nikki's not even a barker, but there's been times where we've left her in the RV and we actually set up a camera in there so we can, when we're out, we can actually see. If she starts even whining, we usually come back. But I don't want to impose on other people. And I just kind of curious to how you guys feel about other campers who, just the etiquette of, trying to be somewhat quiet and, Let me know what you think about that and drop us a comment and hit that subscribe button. Well, in closing, we really like this campground. This is one of the reasons we really like this campground is these little guys continually just coming through the campsites. They like watermelon. And overall, we just had a good time at this campground. I think we're definitely going to come back here. As we drove around Magnolia Loops, I like that side better than this side. But I'll take anything in here. At least here in the Hickory Loop, you can walk straight through here and go over to the springs. So you're really close to the springs. The Magnolia side looked like it was a little cleaner, a little more well kept, a little newer looking. This side's a little bit more primitive. The grass is overgrown, so on and so forth. A lot of dead trees down. But we like this. It's been a good experience. The deer have definitely made the experience so good. All in all, we like this campground, so if you guys ever get a chance to camp at Manatee Springs State Park, I would highly suggest it. It's become one of our favorites, next to Hillsboro and
I love it here.
And Paynes Prairie. Yeah. Paynes Prairie would have been great if we'd have seen the buffalo and whatnot, but we didn't. Here, it's just, you see deer everywhere. We see raccoons. A lot of wildlife. Our friend's seen a manatee this morning. Wish we had more time to stay, but we got to get packed up and start heading out. Catch you on the next one.